Hey everyone, this is MacDaddyMike, and welcome to Rocket Knight Adventures for the Sega Genesis. For whatever reason, I've been on a real Sega kick lately between my Sonic video and wanting to replay this, and hey, remember when Konami used to make games? Whew, seems like such a long time ago now. But this is a game that I grew up with, something that I owned the original cart for, and I haven't touched it in years. So wait, don't start the demo. Spoiler alert! I forgot how empty the menu is. They have a lot of sound effects, but no music. First things first, let's set the difficulty. Now, easy is the default, gives you 2 players, 3 credits. There's children, which, I'm gonna call the game out on this one. When it came out, I'm pretty sure most people playing it were children. But if you play on children difficulty, you can't actually get the real ending of the game. I'm gonna be daring. Even though it's been a long time to play this, I'm gonna be on normal. There's also a hard available for me, but I'm not that daring. And there are secret difficulty levels that you can unlock by inputting a code at the select screen, but I'm not that crazy, so I'm just gonna stick with normal. And let's dive in! Those of you who don't know, this is a game made by Konami, kind of a mascot action platformer game. This opening is ripped straight out of Ninja Gaiden, if you ask me. But it's a very unique game with a lot of charm, and it had a couple of sequels and a very crappy revival a few years ago, but it's something that really holds up well today. So this is it! We are the eponymous Rocket Knight Sparkster, which they only really mention his name in the instruction booklet, I believe. So you have a rocket pack on your back, you attack with the sword that kind of shoots a projectile forward, and you can charge it up in the top right there, and that charges your jetpack, which you can use to rocket yourself off into the distance, and that you can control pretty well. And these are our enemies, little pigmen. When I mentioned this game has charm, like I'm not kidding. Visually, it's breathtaking. You can actually see where we're going in the background there. We're heading to the castle to stop that weird spider creature? I don't know if it's a spider or a scorpion. It's kind of hard to tell from here. But the enemies are these pig men that when you attack them, they fly out of their armor, and you can actually attack them again once they're running around in their underwear to kind of like double kill them. It's just for shaming. It doesn't actually do anything. Oh! Now, here's an interesting thing about how the mechanics work for damage. When you attack enemies, you kind of become invincible for the frames that they are being attacked. So that enemy can go right through me and it won't damage me. So it's a good strategy to use when you're playing to kind of attack things really close to you, because then you can pass through them. This is the first obstacle that kind of teaches you how to use the jetpack. If you charge up and you go straight up, you'll find that you can't actually control yourself in the air, and you'll plummet straight back to the ground, and won't be able to move again until you land. So this is where you learn to kind of aim diagonally up and plan your trajectory. Yeah, so as you can see... Oh, wait, I gotta catch one of these. No! They're all running too fast. How about this one? No! I wanna show you that you can double kill these guys. Yeah, there we go. It serves no purpose other than, I don't know, add insult to injury, but you can attack these guys in their underwear and they double die. Woo! In case you didn't know what Sparkster is supposed to be here, he's a possum? Or an opossum? I don't know what the difference is, or if there even is a difference, or if it's a regional thing or what. But basically, he hangs from trees. That's his defining trait. This was very much supposed to be like another mascot like Sonic the Hedgehog, and if you were the least bit curious as to how much he's like Sonic, if you stand still for a while, he'll stare at the screen and then eventually tell you to leave. I guess I won't be able to show that off right now because I'm getting attacked by too many people. And if you're wondering about the frame rate, because it seems a little janky at times, that's just how the game ran. It was woo! It was pretty hard on the Genesis when it came out. But yeah, these just kind of add health to your health meter there. And jumping around these trees is kind of one of the main platforming elements of the game. Let's get up here. Every level is broken up into a bunch of segments. I'll show off one of the moves. If you just stand still when you release the rocket pack, it does that little circular spin dash, and that does a lot of damage. We're about the end of the first section of the first stage here, with this little mini-boss. But you know what? I don't really like fighting him in front, so I just go right behind him and cheese him completely. Which I'm sure they designed him with this in mind, like kind of to show off, you know, oh, you can use the jetpack to get behind enemies and maneuver. It must have been planned. But now this little second section of the boss kind of reminded me of one of the bosses in Link to the Past. Which one was it? One of the eyeball ones. Oh my goodness. And I like that they kind of do this whole, like, there's a 2D plane here. So that you can move around kind of left to right, but this thing has full 3D movement. And as you'll notice, the sword has kind of a weird hitbox where if I attack just right, it'll actually hit enemies above me. That's how I'm not getting damaged by this guy here, even though he should be, by all counts, killing me. And while I could make this go by a little bit faster by jetpacking into him, which can do more damage if you hit at the right angle, I'd rather just play this safe and just tap the A button. But this game, one of the cool features of it is that it switches the gameplay up a lot. And it is a Konami game, so it makes a lot of reference to a lot of Konami franchises. Guess which one this is? Oh, yes. We have a bit of a Gradius-style shmup level here. Or part of a level, anyway. And there are more of these in the game and in the series in general. You can only continuously fly when you pick up a power-up, so it's all planned, kind of like a stage around being able to fly for long distances. But once again, this really adds to kind of the visual effect where you can fly close to the water and have the water splash up like that. Something that I've always liked. Oh, here's another mini-boss. Once again, you can attack him by going right up to him, and it's a weird hitbox. I'm trying to remember the pattern here because I don't want to get hit. Oh, and he's dead. But you can only shoot in one direction when that's happening, so that's the... Oh, wait. Smooth entrance. Alright, let's grab that banana and get ourselves some health. You know, one of the things that really adds charm to a game is when you do things that aren't necessary. Like, these little castle villager people running around. Somebody had to animate this, right? And they're not really necessary, but they add so much to the atmosphere that it's just that kind of extra heart that goes into the game. Same with these guys. Look, there's pigs running around with their asses on fire. Like, somebody had to animate this. I just find that kind of hilarious. I'm playing this a little bit recklessly. I keep forgetting that I'm on normal difficulty and I have to try harder. This is a very difficult game. Normal difficulty is, well, it's tougher than most normal difficulties. That's why they have a children mode. Oh! Hey, Zeus Christo! I'm not playing this very well. Alright, hold on. Boom. 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 Ugh. I'm getting a little too cocky already. Oh, goodness gracious, no. Okay, so off to a bad start. Rather than just losing that life, I decided to replay the entire first part of the level to get back here. It has been a long time since I've played this game, so I guess this kind of qualifies as a late entry in my back of my hand series. For those of you who don't know, what seems like so long ago, I did a Let's Play series that I titled the back of my hand. And the idea was that I would play through games that I used to know really well when I was younger, to kind of see if I, A, knew them that well anymore, and B, to see if they still held up. It seems like so long ago, but I bet if I actually look at when those videos were released, it wasn't that long ago at all. And I originally did it just for like a handful of people. I was doing some text playthroughs of games that I liked, and I was doing the Ninja Gaiden series, and people were like, oh, I kind of want to see how it looks like when you play the game, so I looked up how to record video before I had even heard the term Let's Play. And my early videos are shit. I don't like them. In fact, I'm pretty sure I removed a bunch of them from my channel. But some of them actually caught on. I still get views all the time from my Super Return of the Jedi playthrough, which is kind of funny, because... You know, I watch it now, and I really don't like how I did the things back then, and I would do it completely differently today. But it's funny, the things that you don't appreciate are the things that take off, and the things that you really like don't. Like frickin' the Duke Nukem playthrough with my friend Drew. I love that series. It's one of my favorite things I've ever done, and nobody watched that. So, you know, it's just how the breaks work out. But this game here is one that I haven't played in a long time. So it's kind of fun to jump back in. I may be going a little bit daring by playing on normal mode to start, so if I die along the way, you might see me restart. Well, you won't see it, I'll skip through it, but I really want to give this an earnest shot and play through it on normal difficulty. That's our boss right there outside, giving us a funny evil eye. I do like how they kind of give you the preemptive look at him. But here we go, jumping down to what is the first boss, with some real kick-ass boss music. Now, the best way to damage any enemy really is to diagonally attack it with the jetpack, because you can potentially get a second hit in. I don't think that you can hit him in this phase, but I'm just gonna play defensively while he drops his little spider drones. They're gonna disappear in a second, and I'll get a chance to attack him. Oh no, that's right. He does this. Come back here. And now things get a little bit more interesting. You aren't invincible when you use the jetpack, but depending on kind of the angle and how you use it, you can avoid some attacks. That's how you could see me going through his tail there. First boss isn't too difficult, and I kind of have a sense of the order of which he's going to attack from when I used to play it, so it makes it a little bit easier for me. Oh no! Hey, I did it! Not bad. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, you have this cool little ending pose after beating every boss. I try to mix it up as I go along so I can get some funny ones. That's our first stage. Par for the course, I'd say. I will.